Hi there, dear friends. This is Grace, and welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while, and I apologize for not giving you guys content in this channel. Life has just been really busy for me, but just moving forward, I'm gonna share with you something that I created, and this one is based off of one sketch. And in this video, I'm going to share with you. I'm not going to show you the process video, but I will be sharing kind of little tidbits of how I created 3 pages. Three, I would say, I want to say not totally different, but very, very different from each other using just one sketch. And the sketch will be in my blog. If you're watching this in my blog, then you will see the sketch, and that is free for you to download and use. And if you are watching this on YouTube, then you can just go on the description below and the link will be there. Okay, so the sketch called for basically just very basic photos on the top, and then one 4x6 photo on the bottom. So here is my first page on that, and I really kind of just took the sketch and applied it to my page. And that's one of the things that I love about sketches, is that when I am kind of brain drained is that the word, when my mind is just, I don't have the mental capacity to think of new things, I take a sketch and then I just work with that. And I love it because it sparks my creativity. And then I'm also I know that when I base my layout on a sketch, that I know that the design of it is well pleasing, or yeah, something to that effect. I'm sorry, my brain is fried today. Anyway, so I had all my photos there, and then my 4x6 photo here, and then I just added, so basically my background is the white cardstock, and then I added 2 pieces of pattern paper, and then combined that with a few more papers and stickers. I did use some punches, border punch, and just a little bit of accents. I did use some foam adhesive to adhere some of the stickers, and these papers were actually from that Echo Park, the big bundle that I got from my archivers. If you want to check out my haul video for that, you can kind of go back to my video, maybe 5 videos from this, or maybe 4. It was recently that I had shared it. Anyway, so my title is over here, and then I'm still using some of those words that I cut out from my silhouette using some free fonts. If you want to check out how I did this, I have a little bit of a just a little tip video for this, and it's going to be in the tip playlist in my channel. And then I just did typed journaling, and I just cut it into strips, and then I added that. One thing that I want to note is that these are letter stickers, but they weren't really popping up out of my on my page, and so I just highlighted it, I should say, with just a black pen, and I like that style. It just makes that pop out a little bit more, and I could still use the letter stickers. And I did, for my visual triangle, I had these cutouts from, I used a Spellbinders kind of label die, and so I die cut this from a 3x4 card, and then just these for pattern papers, and then I added some just little accents here and there. So this is my first page, and as you can see, totally followed the sketch. Now the second page that I have, what I did was I just flipped the sketch. So instead of it being like so, I just flipped it 180 degrees, and that's my new layout. So if I put this alongside my previous one, it's a little bit similar, but I use different papers, and my colors are pretty different, but the sketch is the same. So that's, like I said, that's one of the things that I love about sketches, is because you can turn it around, do all sorts of things with it, and you can come up with many different variations, layouts with just one sketch. So I have my 4x6 photo here. I have all my photos here. Now, as you notice, I only have 4 pictures here versus the 5. And so one thing that you can do is, if you don't have enough photos for what the sketch calls for, you can totally translate one of those parts into whatever you want. Like for here, I used it to house kind of a little bit of an accent to my page. So I layered some some cardstock, some pattern paper, some stickers, some more stickers here. And then I also, instead of a border punch, I just added a bunch of word stickers, which helped me use up some of my stash. I did use a visual triangle here, if you can see, but this time it's circles instead of that fancy label that I had on the first page. And I also used that same sticker, letter sticker, for the one that I used from the previous page, because the theme of these photos are pretty similar. They were taken at the same time. They were a school event at my kids' school. But the thing is, I wanted put this in my daughter's album and then this one in my son's album, so that's why I split them up. But anyways, so I did have a 5th layout, or a 5th photo I should say, but I added it here because it was a horizontal one, not a vertical like these. And so it totally works with the page or the needs of my page, and still being able to stay true to the sketch. So that's my second one. The visual triangle or circles, as you can see here. And so that's that. And then my 3rd layout. So this one is I think a little bit further stretch from the original sketch, but it was still inspired by that. So if you look over here, if I turn this around, so the lineup of the smaller photos should be over here, and then we have our 4x6 photo over here. So since I don't have the smaller photos, I only have 3 4x6 photos, I lined up those 2 vertical photos over here. So basically I turned the sketch 90 degrees, and then I put 2 4x6, and then instead of having a vertical photo, I put a horizontal. This is actually, it started out as a 4x6, but I trimmed it down a little bit to take out some of the excess unwanted spaces of the photo. But it was from a 4x6. And then I added some borders here. I did use some visual triangle over here. And here I used I layered a bunch of papers, smaller papers on here. And I think I really like how it turned out, because I was able to use a bunch of scrap papers, and then B, it just adds a little bit more touch on the top where it would have been kind of lonely there. And I did use a big block for title. I also highlighted this one's a cut, or a die cut that I had cut from my silhouette. Oh, and I just realized I did not put the pen through that inside part of that, but I'll do that later before I put this in a sheet protector. But it just makes the die cut pop out against the background. And I did use some hearts, enamel hearts. I used some over here, visual triangle. So there is my visual triangle right there. And then again, just strips of journaling for that. So those are my 3 layouts. As you can see, they are slightly different from each other, but they're based off of one sketch. So I hope this inspires you to grab a sketch. If you want to use the sketch that I have and create for your next layout or next 3 layouts, please just leave it in the comment section below, because I would love to see it, and love to see how you were inspired by this sketch. And if you have any questions, so leave it in the comment section below. If this is your first time to be here in my channel, please hit the subscribe button and look at all of the other process videos that I have, and I will see you guys later. Bye.